Yeah, that's real nice. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. You know that, right? I'm going to put that on there. Ready? You want to do the intro?
No.
Of course not, because she doesn't want to talk. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome back to our channel. Just so that we start off the right way, because you know what? We keep forgetting to do this. For people who are new to our channel, I suppose we should once in a while introduce ourselves, don't you think?
I'm the better half of this channel. That's all you need to know.
That's my daughter. What's your name? Or did you forget it?
According to you, it's Silent Bob.
Now, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Brie.
And I'm Shelbie. I'm the mom. I'm the mom.
And I'm the daughter.
And we have very Excuse me. Anyways, before you forget and we go any further, we'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe and join our growing family here. We have some really neat videos coming up with some awesome products and we have some surprises. But I ain't saying. You're going to have to watch to find out. Today, we are going to bring you an unboxing, demo, review, the whole bit on a product that caused quite a bit of controversy a couple months back. And, well, you know what? I'll just let you watch it. Let's get this started. I beat you to the punch. Boy, what a day. What a day, what a day. Today, we are bringing you, it is still in the box, have not opened this baby yet. We are bringing you, as you've probably already seen from the title, the Z Potter by Z Palette. Now, I would like to say, for disclosure's sake, of course, we will always let you know if we receive something for free, for PR, purchased it myself, you're always going to know. And I'll always tell you this too, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference whether somebody sent us the product or whether we purchased it ourselves as to how we're going to review it. Anyways, several months back there was quite a controversy stirred up online when I believe it was Trend Mood. For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to kind of skim over it real quick. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to rehash it. I am not interested in hearing about rights and wrongs. I am going to give you my opinion, and I certainly respect your opinion on it. But basically what happened is that Trend Mood on our Instagram page posted something about the Z Potter. And several customers responded to that. Some of them quite insulting, saying that, you know, it was just a glorified hot plate and all kinds of, you know, I mean, they basically attacked the product. And I believe Zena, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, the owner, creator, founder of Z Palette, of course took issue with that. And, you know, I gotta tell you something right here, right now, in regards to this. You know, a lot of people came out and said, you know, like Makeup Geek and, well, not a lot, several, I should say. Makeup Geek and BoxyCharm, after they did a collab with them, no less, came out and said they weren't going to work with Z Palette anymore. I got to tell you, I thought it was really low, because there's a lot of things, you know, think about if you put your heart and soul into creating something. And I know what that's like. I sit down and write a novel. I literally am pouring my heart and soul into it. It's just a different kind of creative. Which is what several people did in response to Trend Mood's post. They basically called Zena and Z Palette a cheat. And she was offended, rightfully so. I mean, I'll be honest, if, you know, if I put out something and people said I was just cheating them and trying to scam their money, that would offend me too, because the most important thing to me is my reputation. And there's nothing worse than being called a cheat, a liar, a scammer. I mean, those are words in the industry that can truly damage somebody's reputation. So they're not words that should be slung around lightly. And I will tell you this also. I was even more upset by the fact that, if you're in our makeup community, you've seen what's going on. You've seen people in our makeup community who do nothing but cause controversy. Nothing but stir up trouble constantly. And yet, for some reason, people aren't saying, well, I'm not buying from them no more, I'm cutting them off, even though I know a lot of people have. They're not publicly saying it. But yet, when Zena responded to these comments made on Instagram, then people turned the attack on her. And I'll tell you this much, I was outraged on her behalf, because here's a woman who's worked her ass off in the makeup community for years, works as a professional makeup artist, has a legitimate, if I remember correctly, she's an Emmy award-winning makeup artist on Dancing with the Stars. So this isn't somebody, not to downgrade any level of makeup artistry, but this isn't somebody who's, doing bridal makeup occasionally on the weekends for a hobby. This is somebody who is this is a professional career for her, big time professional career. And the fact that, people were slinging these, slinging these words at her, I didn't blame her one bit for retaliating. We're all human. It happens. Was it the most professional thing to do? No. But are we human? Yes. Should we hold it against her and say we're not going to buy from Z Palette anymore? Hell no. And I am very emphatic in this, and here's the reason why. If I was dealing with a company or a brand owner who continually did things that were insultive to the public, then I would pull back. But if I'm dealing with a company, in this case Z Palette, who has had an absolute stellar reputation in the makeup community, in the professional community, in the industrial community, and the owner, Zena, who has the same stellar reputation on all three fronts and above, and they have one slip and people turn against them. Now, that's wrong, because that's not, we are all human. We all make mistakes. We all let our emotions get a hold of us at times. And I'll be honest, totally upfront with you. After I saw all this going down, I contacted her directly, contacted Zena directly, and I said, is there any way, we are a new channel, we don't have a bunch of subscribers, we're not some big channel out there, but we would really like to review the Z Potter. Would you be willing to send it to us? And you know what? There's no company, hardly any companies out there, I don't want to say no, but there's hardly any that recognize small channels. I don't know why, because you know what? Channels that are starting off have a lot more, we're hungry. And we're not only hungry, we're excited. We don't have 50 million packages coming at us of PR all the time, so we're looking at every package we receive, we're cherishing every package we receive, and on top of that, you don't have to pay to send us PR. So I don't know why more companies don't recognize and deal with smaller channels. Have no clue. They're missing the load, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a smaller channel. I'm saying that from a business perspective. But I will tell you this. Honest to God, I thought she'd tell me no. If she even responded to me, I thought she'd tell me no. Because, this is an investment. I mean, this is, everything she sends out, when they're sending PR out, they have to get some kind of return on that. And that return, in this case, sending things to channels, is viewers. People seeing it. So anyways, needless to say, I didn't tell her what I thought, my opinion one way or the other on what was going on. I just told her I thought the product was a really neat idea and I wanted to review it. And as you guys know, if you watched my Morphe pigment haul that I did, I've got a hell of a lot of things to depot. And she responded back to me immediately and told me she'd be happy to send it to me. And she did. This was to us in what, a week, I would say? And that was right afterwards. That's how long we've held on to this. And the reason why is because, you know, I kind of was testing the waters for a while and throwing out Z palette in our Instagram, and people were still responding really negatively for the most part. And so I decided that we were gonna, you know, hold this back and wait until people's emotions died down from that a little bit, because I want you guys to really see the product for what it is. Whether it's good or bad, I have no idea. It is in a sealed box. You're gonna see us open it. This is gonna be a hella long video. I will put timestamps everywhere I can, because not only are you gonna see us unbox this, you're gonna see us put it together. You're gonna see us start from rock bottom up and try and depot these suckers. Just as if you were a consumer opening this at home, we're a consumer opening this at home. And we're going to take you with us. So if you're interested, let's get going. Shut up, I already did the intro. Okay. So we're going to open this sucker up. And here we go. What's this? What's this? I have no clue what this is. It looks like it's the size of Z palettes. It says Z palettes thank you on it, but it's thick, so I don't know what it is, but it's wrapped in pretty purple paper. Ah! It is! Oh, yes! Thank you, Zena, yes! Not only did she send us the Z Potter, she sent us each a Z palette. Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys, these are the best on the market. I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing better than the original. Substitutes can come out and try and take advantage of the situation, but there is nothing better than the original Z palette. And here we go. Oh, it's in a nice little box. Sorry, honey. Okay. So here she is. This is nice. I mean, this is, you know, professionally packaged. Now again, this is our first time seeing it. You saw it. We're opening it in front of you. So remember, you know, these type of products too, they have to go through special testing with these, because this is an electronic product. It uses, or I shouldn't say electronic, it uses electricity. So, you know, there's a lot of testing that has to go into these, and, you know, a lot of money invested in getting this product not only, developed, but tested and approved. We've got it really nicely packaged, and I want to save all this because I am going to keep this puppy in its original box when I'm not using it, because I do not want it to get damaged. Boy, this is really solid, you guys. I mean, this does not feel like a cheap hot plate, as everyone was saying. So there she is, and as you can see, it's got a high polished surface on it. It's got a good sized fan underneath here for cooling, and then we have, it looks like a power button here, and then plus and minus, and it smells brand new.
Kind of tempted to use it for cooking.
And the other thing to remember with this is that this is using induction. And I will put information below on inductive heat, so that you know the difference between, you know, your regular stove and an inductive stove. There's a huge difference. I mean, there's no comparison between the two. And it has I showed you the air vent, and it has a ceramic. This is a ceramic cooktop. That's why it's shiny and beautiful like that. So that's really nice. And then it has the control panel to decrease, increase temperature. It has a digital display, which we won't see until we power it up, apparently. Okay, now here's the key. As it says right here, induction cooking will only work with induction ready material. For makeup to be induction ready, the pan must be first, which means it has to contain iron, because it has to be magnetic, you know, I mean, like this. See, that's what this little guy's for. the magnet so you can test to see if, and I assume that's why they give you this. So let's keep going. It says in here, is my makeup induction ready? A magnet is provided for you to use as a testing tool. Place the magnet against the edge of a metal pan. If the magnet sticks solidly, your makeup is induction ready. If a magnet does not stick, your makeup is not induction ready. So let's test out one of our Morphe pigments here. Open her up. Oh, seriously? I was really hoping it would be induction ready. Let's try this one. This is Dome. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. I got one. Okay, finally found one. Okay, you'll be able to see here. I'm going to show you the difference between a pan that has induction ready metal and a pan that doesn't. Okay, you see that? Let's zoom in for you here. Okay, this is one of the Morphe ones, so you'll be able to see us do this non-induction ready because this is non-induction ready. So we'll have to use the other method for depotting those, which is kind of cool because you'll be able to see it. But see how it's not sticking? See that when I put it up there? Now this one from Dome Beauty, another eyeshadow. Woo, look at that. See? See that? I mean, even through, so if you're worried thinking, oh, well, you know, there's only a tiny, tiny bit of metal showing through here, how can I make sure this is, you know, really going to tell? I mean, look, it sticks to the eyeshadow because it's, look at that, it sticks right to the eyeshadow because it's, you know, it's pulling the metal through the eyeshadow. So there's induction ready, ready to go, and there is not induction ready. Okay, so here's what it says, how Z-Potter induction heating works. The Z-Potter produces a high-frequency magnetic field. The magnetic field interacts with the ferrous material, which is the iron, in the makeup pan, producing heat. The heat generated is transferred to the makeup pan, being heated. Once the metal pan is removed from the heating system, shuts off. Okay, good deal. We have to use the metal plate, because our makeup pans, these ones that I'm going to start with, are non-induction ready, meaning the magnet didn't stick to it. So first, let's plug this baby in. So here's our metal plate that it comes with. It says place the metal plate on the induction cooker. The plate is now the main heating element, so it's going to be hot. Use caution. Heat-resistant glove or finger socks are recommended. So basically what's going to happen, first off, if you get this, you want to keep this, because if you lose this, then you can't you can't depot any makeup that's not induction ready. So what's going to happen is, because of the fact that our makeup is not induction ready, meaning that it's not magnetized, doesn't have iron in it, so the pans are not automatically magnetized. Like if I depotted this and stuck this directly into a Z palette, it would fall out, because it's not magnetized. It does not contain iron. Okay? Anything that you have that does not contain iron, is not magnetized, you have to use it on top of this. This will conduct the heat basically from the unit into this. So we'll show you how that goes. Okay, you're just going to kind of see us from I want you to see this mainly. Okay? So what we're going to do, again, this is what's going to conduct the heat. So the minute I put this on here, turn on, this is going to get hot. Woohoo! That sucker's heavy. I suppose we have to turn on first. And let's see. Ooh! Hear the fan kick on? Here, scoot over a little so you can be.
This just makes me really, really want one of those induction cooktops.
I know. So it says, place the makeup packaging on the metal plate. Okay, it's flat on the metal plate. And then it says, periodically check the seam between the pan and the packaging to determine the looseness. The makeup packaging may get hot and or melt. Handle with caution. Pretty cool. And then it says, when ready, remove the pan from its packaging. Remove the packaging from the metal plate. Use caution, as the pan and the packaging will both be hot. So that's going to get hot, and this is going to get hot when you're using the metal plate. Let me feel if it's... Oh, yeah, feel that. The bottom. Yeah, it's warming up all right. Now, the whole purpose of what this unit is designed to do, for those of you who don't know, every eyeshadow, doesn't matter if it's in pans like this, it's in palettes, what have you, it's held in place with a dollop of glue, or several dollops of glue, whatever. Some of them not so good, the glue just falls out. That's why your pans fall out, because it's shitty, cheap glue. In other cases, the glue is pretty strong. Needless to say, what I used to do, and how I was going to show you guys to depot these, was to use my flat iron. But I'll tell you, using the flat iron, if this works, this is going to be a lifesaver for me. Wouldn't you say? I mean, this is... Because using my flat iron, for one, I was burning myself all the time. Two, I was melting the plastic containers. And I do things like back to Mac all the time. So I kind of prefer to keep them from not being melted, you know? Let's see if this is... Is it coming out easy? If it's not, then it's not done. If it's not coming out easy, it's not done.
Ow.
That's what they said, they're hot. Hold on.
You didn't think this through very well.
How hot are they?
Hot enough that I could feel it.
Okay, we'll lift it off and put it on the... Break the glue. It wasn't the glue. Nice. The glue wasn't done. Here, get it off here. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, no kidding. But, you know, look at that. I mean, that came out of there. Now remember, this is our first time doing this, so, you know, we're not only having to figure out how this works, which seems to be the easy part, the hard part's figuring out how to get them out of the damn pan. Okay, so let's put this puppy on here. See how long. It does stick right away. I mean, see? I don't know if it's the... they're not induction ready, are they? Oh, isn't that interesting? No, isn't that interesting? Look, now it's picking up the... Oh! Shit! It ripped right through the package. Get off of there! Oh no! Yeah! That is definitely induction ready right there, that magnet. It literally
We're not supposed to be cooking the magnet,
look,
though.
It ripped right through the package. So much for keeping it in a package. I wonder how long it takes. Now this surface, that's hot in the center. That's hot. All around here is not hot, but that center circle there, where we've got, because of the fact that we've got the induction plate on there, that center's hot. And I have a feeling that center, you know, that's, I mean, obviously that's where you put them even when, and we'll do a shadow that is induction ready to show you guys too, but like this whole outside area here, I mean, look, I'm putting my hand flat on it, and it is, but where this, close to where this pan, here's the thing, is that this right here, like underneath that, that's hot there now, because this plate was extending over that, and the whole plate is heated. I wonder how come they didn't make the plate in a circular shape too. I wonder why they made the plate in a rectangular shape like that. Because wherever the plate touches outside, yeah, that might be for palettes. That's true. Okay, let's give it a try and see if I can screw it up or if I can do it. Oh yeah, look at that. Holy hell. That sucker popped right out of there. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that cool? Oh my god. It popped right out of there.
Now
Okay.
it's going to get stuck to that.
I don't care. We're not going to use the boxes anymore. We're putting them in the Z pallets that she gave us. Look at that. See? Popped right out. Okay, your turn. Uh-oh. Maybe yours is broken. Sorry. Okay, here you go. Here's you do this one all by yourself. If my 16-year-old daughter can do it, anybody can do
I did
it.
the first one.
Shush up. Yeah, but you're doing this all by yourself from start to finish.
Yeah, I want the poker. That's all I care about.
But I'll tell you one thing. You'll notice the minute that it's ready to come out. Because, like, for instance, that first one we did, you know, it's trial and error. Learning how to... It doesn't matter if it's this or you're learning how to use a new hair curler. I mean, you know, you got to try it and figure out what to do. I mean, but I will tell you the learning curve on this, it's not steep. I mean, like I said, if my 16-year-old daughter can pull this off by herself, that wasn't meant as an insult.
What you implying?
Then anybody can do it. I mean, literally. And what I really like about this is that other than where that metal area is, everything else is cool to the touch. Okay, now it should, if it's not popping out, let me see. If it's not coming, nope, it's not ready. And see, that's the thing that
I was supposed to be doing this on my own.
Sorry. That's the thing I realized when I did that is when I watched her try and get the champagne one out, it, you know, she was having to struggle a little bit to get it out. But when I got that one out, it literally, I mean, there was no trouble getting the tool down in between and sliding it out. The biggest problem I had was the glue just being, not wanting to let go, you know. But it came right out. I mean,
can we try cooking an egg on this?
This is so cool. Maybe in another video. People would probably like to see that.
Cook show?
So if you want to see her cook something on this, give this video a thumbs up. I have to tell you, my first impressions, I'm so excited. I really am, because I'm not kidding you. You guys have no idea how many times I've burnt myself, how many hours upon hours upon hours I've spent depotting stuff. Look at that. Look at that! Yeah! Oh my God! Here's your box.
Dinner is served.
Is that not cool? Seriously, you guys. That is so... Don't. I don't want it to break now that you got it out. I mean, this is so cool. Okay, now this one, let's time it. I'm going to get my phone. I want to see how long it takes for this to melt on there. So let's get my countdown clock up. Okay, stopwatch. Start. Because I want to see how long this takes. Because seriously, I'm not kidding you guys. You wouldn't believe how many things I've depotted in my lifetime. And I shouldn't say in my lifetime, because it's just been recently, when probably the last 5 years or so I started depotting stuff. But I've depotted a lot. I literally went on a depot frenzy when the whole thing first became available, and the idea of putting things in pallets and stuff. This is so much simpler, and this unit is small. I mean, if I were to... Okay, let's tell you this. There you go. It's the exact size of a glossy box. So for those of you in the beauty community who order glossy box, this unit is literally the exact size. It is almost the exact depth as well. It's just a tiny bit longer than the glossy box. But look at that. It's the same height as well. So that's how deep it is right there, and that's about how wide it is. Because we're at 2 minutes right now. So let's see if it's ready at 2 minutes. Oh, I can smell it. I can smell the glue in this one, whereas I couldn't in the other one. Oh, now this pan is in here way tighter. There it comes. Look at that. I'll be damned. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. 2 minutes. Boom. Done.
I'm sure if we turned up the heat,
oh my God.
it would go even faster.
Huh?
I said I'm sure if we turned up the heat, it would go even faster.
Well, yeah, of course it would. 2 minutes. That's all that took. I have it on 4 right now. 2 minutes. Okay, you want to do the next one? Let's keep them going.
I want to do the non.
If you're somebody like me who has a hell of a lot of makeup, and you know you'd like to be able to depot a bunch of your stuff. I mean, I forget how many pigments I purchased, but I purchased all of Morphe's pigments. I'd have to look at the haul itself to know how many there were, but I think there were, 40 some. And that's a hell of a lot of things to be sitting over a flat iron with.
Or sticking into the oven.
Or a match. And as you can see, while it's doing its thing, I'm doing everything else I need to do. I'm not wasting any time here. I'm able to skedaddle along and get done other stuff. And this is really, I mean, I'm really impressed. All I can say is I think this is a good example of why you don't insult things before you try them. Because, and in my honest opinion, I think a lot of people, well, I can't say, it's not fair to say a lot. I think some people had that opinion and were expressing that opinion because they wanted it. That's my opinion, you know, because have you ever felt that way? I mean, let's be honest. You know, you see something that somebody else has and you think, you know, God, I'd really like to have that. And your envy kind of kicks in and you feel envious and kind of jealous about it. And I think some people that were putting those comments out, I think they were envious and wanted it, but probably couldn't afford it. And it's unfortunate that, you know, that's the way things are, because in my opinion, things were said that could have a very negative effect on Zena's reputation, or anybody that they're directed at. I mean, you know, you don't calling a company owner a cheat and a scam is, you know, that's not cool. And so, you know, if it was me, I probably, honest to God, would have reacted the same way. Because I was upset for her. It wasn't even me who was being insulted, and I felt insulted on her behalf. So, you know, you gotta think of things once in a while, not just say, oh, well, that person shouldn't behave that way, blah, blah, blah. Think of if it was you. You know, how would you feel if you were in that same situation? Very compact, it's very quiet. I mean, I'm sure I've got my microphone close here for the specific purpose of I want you guys to be able to hear and experience everything we are sitting here. It's like literally my microphone is right here. Hear that? I'm touching it with my hand. It's literally right here on the table. Because I'm not going to pull the microphone back and say, oh, it doesn't make any sound. You know, like I said, I want you guys to see this as if you're here with us and you're a customer doing this for the first time. And does the fan make noise? Yes. Is it very, very mild? Yes. Is it extremely mild in comparison to every induction stove I've ever used? 100%. I mean, if you've ever used an induction stove before, you know how loud the fans are. And I'm telling you, the fan noise itself can get on my nerves to the point where I don't even want to use them. This is almost hypnotic. It's quiet. It's, you know, and again, like she's touching it all around here. Now, the closer I get to this metal piece, the warmer the surface gets. But remember, the center circle is heated. And because these aren't induction ready pans that this makeup's in, I'm having to use the slab here, the iron slab, to make it to have the induction occur between the two elements. And so everywhere this metal is hot. But I'm telling you, I am so thrilled with this. I mean, this is fun.
I'm gonna be keeping this out in the kitchen.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Nope, not unless Zena wants to send you one to play with in the kitchen. This puppy.
I can make cooking videos with this thing. I love this.
Oh, I hope Zena watches this. Oh, I'm getting makeup all over my face. Makeup that's not supposed to be there. I hope she watches this and see. Oh, it turned off. I think it has an auto shut off after so long.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is, because that way if you know.
You turned it off.
Oh, I turned it off, sorry. You know, if you're tired and you walk away and forget to turn the damn thing off, it's not going to sit here and just keep cooking. It'll turn off on its own. But anyways, you know, overall, you guys, I'm really impressed with this. I cannot stress enough that this is my honest opinion. This has nothing to do with how we receive this product. This is my God's honest opinion that I am thoroughly impressed with this, and quite frankly, I'm glad that we waited to review it and kind of just had some, you know, chill out time and letting things die down a little before we move forward with this, because, you know, I also wanted to look at this from a complete consumer standpoint, and from a business owner standpoint. I was pretty pumped and upset about the way that she was treated. And I probably wouldn't have said, you know, I probably wouldn't have made some very good comments at that time, because I have a tendency I like to stand up for the underdog, and in that case I really felt like she was being maligned. I felt like her reputation was being maligned, meaning it was being butchered. And I didn't like that at all. But regardless of that, I will tell you, if you are in the market, if you're somebody that's going to be depotting at all, and you know, you're looking for something quick, and I'll tell you, that's the other thing, this is safe. This is about as safe as it can get for depotting. Yeah, she's got her fingers on it right now. I mean, this is something if my daughter came up to me and said, "Hey Mom, I got a bunch of, eyeshadow palettes I want to depot. Can I use the Z Potter?" I'd be like, plug her in.
Hey Mom, I got a bunch of eyeshadows that I want to depot. Can I use your straightening iron?
Hell no. Are you being a smart aleck, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was concentrating on this. I guess I missed that. Yeah, I mean, see, okay, I get what you were doing.
Yeah.
Smarty pants. Anyways, I'm just, trust me on this, guys. If you're interested in something that depots quick, that depots safe, that you can use, that your kids can use to depot their makeup. I mean, look, this is all I've got in there right now, but still. And look at how much room this is going to save me. I mean, this is the second box that I'm working on now, but I've had 2 boxes of these filled, and look at what we're going down to. I mean, this is freaking awesome. Okay, so in closing, what do you think about it?
I really like it. I mean, this was a lot of fun to be able to do. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Huge thank you to Z Palette and Xena for sending us the Z Potter, as well as the 2 Z palettes, which we immediately put to use. And as you can see, now don't pay attention to the digs in some of these, because that was me digging my fingernail into them repeatedly. But as you can see, what have we got? 1, 2, 3 times 3, 36. So, right?
That's 5.
Oh, is it? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, 15.
Hello.
Been a long day. Anyways, as you can see though, we depotted, excuse me, 30 eyeshadows in no time at all. And not only did I depot them, but you'll see, if you're interested in seeing this, now I just put a couple quick demos before here as we were going through it so you can see it. But if you're interested in actually seeing me depot these, if you're one of those people that's zenned out by that kind of thing, I'm gonna play it right after this. So you can watch it and see me go through almost all of them. My camera battery died, and so I didn't get all of them, but I got a good percentage of them on film, and you can see the process I went through doing each one of them. Other than that, if you're not interested in seeing that, you can just check out after our close here. But, I want to say this is really, the Z Potter, in my opinion, is a lifesaver for anybody who depots shadows. This is something that personally I think every makeup artist should have. And even, you don't have to be a makeup artist to have this. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough good about it. What do you think? I mean,
I like it.
It was so easy. I didn't burn myself once, and I have to say, not only did I not burn myself, I didn't burn any of my nails. And I can't count the number of times when I would hold these over flames that I would actually end up burning the end of my nails. So it was quick, it was easy, there was absolutely no learning curve. Anybody can do this. I didn't burn myself once. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to use it again and again, and if you guys are interested in seeing me actually depot more in the future, I've got some full, this time I did single shadows or pigments in this case, but if you're interested in seeing us depot some palettes, leave comments down below and we will certainly do it, because boy, I'll tell you, this was fun. I mean, I literally I'm now looking through all of my eyeshadow palettes thinking, which ones can I depot? You know? Anyways, so that's it for us, isn't it? This gets a big thumbs up from me. What do you think? You too? Yeah, I mean, this is the Z Potter. Is it worth the money? In my opinion, absolutely. What do you think?
I would say, completely honestly, if it's something that you know that you're going to be using a lot and get a lot of use out of, like I've said previously, even not necessarily with makeup, this could be used with food too, like it said in the instructions as well, you can cook with it. Then yes, it would be worth the money. But if it's something that you think you're gonna go, well, I have 2 eyeshadows that I have that I'd like to put in my Z palette and that's all I'm ever gonna do. No. It's something it's worth the money if you're going to be using it.
Absolutely. Like in my case, I mean,
Right.
I had just 30 of these pigments here, and that's just the beginning of things that I have to depot. And, you know, the thing is, because companies, you know, they're starting to come out with single eyeshadows as refills, but for the most part, you know, they're still all releasing them in containers individually. And, you know, storage space, I'm telling you, if you've got a lot of single shadows, the best thing I can suggest for you is to depot them into Z palettes. Because literally, like these 30, take a look at this. I mean, this is, they're not stacked or anything. That's just the empty cases that I got rid of. And all into here. And now, as opposed to having them in these individual cases, if I wanted to take them with me, I had to take every single one of those big things with me. Now, I've got them all in here. I mean, I've got all 30 in here. This is incredible. And, you know, as for the palettes themselves, I do want to give a shout out to those two because, hands down, I have used so many different palettes. The Z palette makes the best ones there are. They're durable. They're nice looking. They've got hard plastic on the outside here through the viewing window as opposed to a lot of them that have real cheap flimsy plastic. These are, I mean, look, I can't bend these unless I'm just, you know, gonna take them and bang them on something as hard as I can. I mean, these are durable. And, you know, the thing is what they're not just about convenience, they're about protecting your investment because this is an investment. So I think they're well worth it. They're 20 bucks and, you know, for the large size or extra large, I can't remember. I'll put all the information down below, not only on the Z Potter, but on the Z palettes and links if you're interested in purchasing them. And if you have any questions about anything that you've seen in this video, please let me know down in the comments. So that's about it for this one. So thanks for joining us. I hope you guys found this educational. I hope you enjoyed seeing it, and I hope you saw from a consumer standpoint how easy this is to use and how enjoyable. So that's it. We love you guys. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at in the world. If you're having struggles, that you're beating those bitches back and persevering. And as always, remember, love and respect.